teenage viral sensation C.J. Pearson, who first entered the national media spotlight when his video criticizing Obama went viral in February, recently announced he would no longer identify as conservative. This begs the question that I pose to you. Are you a conservative? Do you consider yourself a liberal? If you find yourself either of these terms when discussing your political worldview, you may have fallen into a trap. Let me explain. When the president or any elected or appointed official takes his oath of office, he invokes the wrath of God against him if he acts unfaithfully to that oath. This is a serious thing, and so a specific standard is pronounced and declared. The oath taken declares an allegiance to the Constitution of the United States, and where I live, the Constitution of the state of North Carolina. The oath does not say, "I hereby solemnly promise to be conservative." It does not say, "I hereby swear that I will follow what are presently considered to be conservative principles." As you know, these things called conservative principles or common sense principles vary not only from person to person, but from time to time. That's the trap. You see, as it turns out in real life, conservatism is not the opposite of liberalism. Conservatism is not even a political philosophy. Properly understood, conservatism is really only a reaction to a political philosophy, and a very weak one at that. By growling a while, but then giving in to the advances of their supposed enemy, conservatives only solidify the never-ending gains of their big government, socialist, liberal brothers. How does this happen? Well, the definition of conservative changes, doesn't it? The standard changes, doesn't it? That's what happens with a wishy-washy word like conservative. It really has come to mean nothing. In fact, it almost goes without saying that political positions thought to be ultra-liberal 30 years ago, or maybe 30 minutes ago, are now seen as the accepted conservative position, at least for the moment. So what's the alternative? Well, we seem to need a fixed standard, don't we? One that isn't slick or squishy, one we can depend upon. Happily, it does exist, and it's called the Constitution. It was intended to be a fixed standard and ought to be seen and taught that way. Pearson has told Americans, "I have long been a champion of conservative principles. I've simply decided to remove the label and listen to both sides." Well, CJ, I respectfully suggest that you receive the instruction of the Constitution and the Bible alone, that you may be wise in your latter end. As an American approaching the summer months of my life, I have seen America deviate from her biblical constitutional principles. I, along with many Americans, am hoping and praying for a return to constitutional understanding and fidelity. I hope you will join us. This is Jake MacAulay with the Institute on the Constitution, bringing you the American View.